Hey, yep, of course. That's that's how it goes, man. That's how it fucking goes. As soon as you start, that's when shit just gets fucked. Of course. That's that's how it goes, man. Thanks for
That's how it fucking goes.
complimenting my
As soon
fucking
as you
haircut,
start,
by the way.
shit just
Um,
gets fucked.
Thank you. Someone who showers. Um, shit. Yeah, yeah, I've seen the Gladiator, the original. There's a second one coming out, right? Or did it already come out? I don't fucking know. Ooh, Adela can't hear Ken. Uh-oh. What the fuck does that mean?
How about that, Adele? Get back to me. Yeah, I
Nice.
just muted myself on OBS on accident. We're good.
Okay, cool. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now everybody, welcome.
Station Play Podcast. Welcome. We're gonna talk about some tech and some gaming, while Charlie's camera goes blurry again. This is gonna be it's gonna be a great podcast, guys.
It's gonna be a great episode today. I need a new camera. Ken needs new internet.
We're in shambles over here, but we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be great. Charlie, what did you play this week? Did you play anything? You had kind of a busy week.
I played fuck all this week. I had my daughter's first birthday. I've had people over for a fucking forest fire. I've had fucking
other stuff.
My first week back at work. Yeah, other stuff. Dude, it was a busy week. The only thing I was able to squeeze in was a few games of chess, but even that was like, I'd start a game and then fucking have to get up and deal with more shit. Yes, Adela, we know The Witcher is the best game.
Thank you.
Yep.
Duly noted.
What'd you play this weekend? What'd you get going?
So I played quite a bit, actually. I played Borderlands 3, obviously. I've been just grinding on there, trying to get the best guns for my flak class, and it's going pretty well. I'm almost done with it. I melt bosses now, dude. Did you see that clip I sent you of the sniper?
Yes, I did. It's fucking wild.
It shoots like a fucking machine gun, 7 bullets at a time. This thing's insane, dude. Just got that from a random drop. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing on there. Just once you get to the very end game, when you're trying to get all the best guns in the game, it's just repeatedly killing the same boss like over and over and over. But I'm a RuneScape player, so I don't care.
Yeah, no, you're like, yeah, you can zone in for fucking hours. Fuck, I did do something this week that's kind of gaming related. I did a science experiment. We are gonna try and run a D&D game with ChatGPT being the DM.
Oh,
yeah.
That could either be amazing or horrible.
Yeah, no, apparently Junior, my brother-in-law, was messing around with it a little bit, and it works. It works. You just have to coach it a little bit. You have to pay for the ChatGPT where it like remembers your conversations and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we make characters in ChatGPT, which has been done before, but I didn't know how simple it was, where I was like, I told them the backstory of a character I want, and then I was like, okay, make a character sheet with stats for it. And it makes the whole D&D character sheet, and it tells you his strength.
I read that character sheet you made. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Oh, yeah,
that was really good stuff.
He's a half-orc that got his name, right? Because when he was born, there was a fork on the ground. His family crest is a fork. And he is lawful good, but does not understand the law and can be told things are good when they're not good. And I'll just go with it. Kind of like Peacemaker vibes a little bit,
My favorite part was the fact that he thinks he can read.
Yes.
But he absolutely cannot. Those are the exact words.
So he reads with full confidence, but does not actually...
he cannot actually read whatsoever.
Yeah. But he thinks he can. He thinks he's reading. He thinks he understands reading. But he absolutely does not. He just looks at the page and he summons the
make
effects.
shit up.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
But
That's
yeah,
it's gonna be a sick ass character, man. I can't wait to hear how that goes.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna be able to play with it too if you want to. If you want to get it on this ChatGPT game, maybe we can zoom you in, and it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, if we can find the time to make it happen. I've been on actually behind the scenes a little bit. I've been taking coding courses for Python, and that's been keeping me pretty busy. I also think about I still have 12 months left of my GI Bill, so I might get my associates in programming. So
why not, man? Fuck it.
Thinking about it. Get some remote work, back end development. They get paid really good money.
Yeah. So. No, and it'd be work from home.
Yeah.
So
that would be awesome. That would be perfect for me. But that's all in the future. You know, we'll see how that goes. What else did I play this week? Some RuneScape. I've been getting back into that a little bit, just because, especially when I'm on my treadmill, it's so easy to zone out and just watch something and just play RuneScape on the side. I fucking love RuneScape, dude.
Dude, if you can play RuneScape like you play RuneScape, you can do coding. You have the resiliency to just sit there and be like,
I went through I've been doing it at work. I did probably 6 hours today just of coding because nothing was going on at work. It's been pissing rain here, dude. It actually hailed here like half an hour ago. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
And then I'm sure every person you've talked to have been like, we really need this.
Oh yeah.
Like, no shit. You always need the fucking rain. Like, you know,
even
thank
places
God
where it rains a lot, they still say we needed it. Like, it's just a thing people say. It's just like, hey, how you doing? Oh, you know, hanging in there. Like,
hanging in there. Yeah, because like, there's nothing worse than somebody actually telling you how the fuck they're doing when you ask that question. Because it's never good. It's never like, oh, you know what? Everything's fucking great. No, it's like when they're answering honestly, like, well, my dog died. And then they just look at you and you're like, okay, fuck you too.
Especially if it's somebody you don't know that well, it's just like, oh, well, I don't know what to say now. I don't.
Yeah. Why are you looking to me for comfort? But no, for real though, for real. I mean, if you
like, damn, bro, that's tough. I don't know. Yeah. If you want to talk, go home. I don't know.
Pick someone else.
Yeah. Shit, man.
Oh, shit.
I didn't need to hear that. You're making my day worse. I came in, I was doing all right. Now your fucking dog died? What the hell, man?
Now your dog's dead. Shit.
What the fuck's the matter with you?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
On top of that, I also played a little bit of Final Fantasy X. Not a whole lot. I played for a couple hours.
Hell yeah.
I forget where I was.
Are you liking it? Are you enjoying it?
There's things I like and things I don't like about it. It's a very different Final Fantasy game.
It is. It is.
I like the combat and I love the story. What kind of trips me up is the what's it called? Like it's not a character sheet, but you know what I'm talking about, where you pick your abilities and shit. It seems like they're trying very hard to. Yeah, they're trying.
Dude, yeah.
They tried very hard to do something different, I feel like, and I also think there's a reason why they never did it again. Like, it's just complicated for complication's sake.
Yeah, it took me to my third playthrough to really master how to level each character. And it's not like you're just responsible for doing one character with the sphere chart. You have to do like fucking 6 different fucking people. And it is
I think what they did,
if you do it wrong.
I think they took what they learned from that and implemented it into Final Fantasy 12 in a better way, because in Final Fantasy 12 you don't have to like, number one, you actually level up. Like in Final Fantasy 10 you don't really level up, you just get like more spheres and stuff.
Yeah.
And like you can move farther on the board. In 12 you actually level up, which is like a core component of what makes Final Fantasy great. It's one of those RPGs where like level up, big number, go higher, do more damage, much yes type deal. And they have a board it's kind of the same, but you don't have to move around on it. You just like, it forks off and you just pick your abilities. I think that implementation's a little better. But I mean, it's not like, I'm not sitting there like, oh, this is stupid. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is different. And I wish you didn't have to move like spaces, but like it's cool. You know, I'm still getting into it.
It's cool because what I do like about it, so I'm one that's all about like, like the role playing games, right? And it separates you from that, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, kind of thing, and it more into just, oh, your character is learning how to be stronger, or your character is learning more spells, or your character's fucking, it's kind of like path oriented,
Yeah, it's
and so
definitely an
you're
interesting
really
concept.
you're measuring your characters based off of their grown assets, not their off their level, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think it could have been done better, especially because it's not like a skill tree kind of. It's like skill blobs of,
No, I see what you're saying.
and then
I would
nobody
suggest
reads the entire fucking thing, so like you just kind of going into blind on which skills you're leveling.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like this is so much, I'm not even gonna look up a guide for it. Like I can't be fucking bothered. I'm just gonna just do my thing. I would, if I was you, I would just play. You don't have to play the whole game. I would. It's a great game. But Final Fantasy 12, I think they did it kind of the same thing, but they did it in a better way. And I think it would be interesting for you to just play like an hour of that at least, and just see how that character sheet is done, and be like, oh, this is interesting. Maybe you might like it better. I don't know. Speaking of which, you still need to play Final Fantasy 6.
I do. I will do that this weekend though. And once you beat Final Fantasy X, do not play Final Fantasy X-2, please. It'll ruin.
Yeah,
it'll emotionally
I've only heard terrible things. So
dude, it is such a bad fucking
that. You know what's fucked up too?
It's
when
so
you buy
bad.
it's not remastered. It's like they have Final Fantasy X on Steam, but it's like upscaled. And when you buy it, you have to buy Final Fantasy 12 or X2
or
as well. Yeah, 10-2. Which is dumb. So I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna play this, but I guess whatever. I have
and dude, it like the story doesn't even intersect till fucking like later in the game too. So you're like, why am I playing this shit game for half the game? So fucking annoying. But
that's just how it goes sometimes. Also, I was part of a pre-alpha test for an EA game this week. I can't really get into any specifics at all, but hopefully later I'll be able to like actually say what I'm doing. But it was interesting, and hopefully I'm trying to get into the there's a new Battlefield game coming out. I'm trying to get into the alpha for that one as well. But
oh yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much all I played this week. If you want to get into your segment here, I can start working on pulling up these pictures.
Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about internet and cabling. The most exciting part of this podcast is when I talk about wires.
Oh,
my face disappeared. I'm gone. As soon as you ask me to talk, you make me fucking go away.
Yep, my bad.
Oh, I'm back. I'm gone.
Why is it doing that? Hold on. Do you have to be in full screen? You do have to be in full screen. Okay. That's all right. We got you. We're good to go. Anyways, what were you saying?
All right. Yes. So I'm going to talk about cabling. I'm going to talk about how the internet gets to your house. I'm going to talk about what it does when it gets into your house, the cables that we use, why we use them, different types of cables, and then I'll touch a little bit on how like big corporations use their cabling slightly differently and what they use for security and stuff. But yeah, so when you get those pictures up, I can talk about manholes.
Do you want to talk about anything in specific first, or do you want me to just pull them all up?
No, bring up the cable types. I'm going to talk about the cables.
Cable type. Oh, I got that one up right now, actually. Okay, so I'll pull that up and do this here. I moved your camera. Oh, Jesus.
And
this is just one of those days, man. Hold on.
One of those days. Control Z.
There we go.
All right. Your face
So
is
we got the
covering.
cables up.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Sweet. Awesome. So these are the Ethernet cable types. Okay.
Yes.
These are the standard like internet RJ46 connectors that you have that connect like your wall to your modem and your modem to your router and all that shit, right? But these three in the center, you see the Cat 5e, Cat 6, and Cat 6a. Those are the ones that you're going to care about in your house. All right.
Yes.
Those are the ones that we generally use now. The below that, Cat 7 and Cat 8 are very rarely used, and they're mainly used in massive data centers. So
Yeah,
you
for
really
business
don't give a fuck
applications.
about those. Yeah. Business applications, and not just business, like fucking like massive fucking massive data centers where they have like a fuck ton of cabinets full of fucking different fucking shit that are requiring fucking running servers and require like super fucking high speed fucking shit.
Yeah, we use these in the Navy. I actually
Yeah.
I didn't do what you did, but I was an administrator on the administrator side, so we like everything inside the building itself. We're the ones who like ran the cables from the server to the workstations. So I know a little bit about cables and running fiber and shit like that. But
yeah,
we definitely
now
used Cat 6 back in the day.
Yeah, Cat 6. That's what a lot of people have in their house. It's Cat 6 and Cat 5e are like the ones that most people acquire if they don't if they're not buying like a brand new cable. Most of the ones that people already have like running their shit is going to be Cat 6 or Cat 5e.
I mean, most people
if you notice,
aren't even running gigabit, let alone 10 gigabit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. And so for the most part, that's what you need, because unless you have fiber, right, coming to your house, most people have like coax right now, or I mean, fiber's growing pretty fast, but 1 gigabyte is you're already maxed out. That is full speed. That's what you're getting into your house. I mean, you're getting less than that into your house. But if you have fiber, it can go very fast, but your internet provider is normally maxes out at like 4 gigs if they're really good. And you're never going to use, I mean, right now, currently, you're not going to use 10 gigabytes in your fucking home. It's not, not really, no shot whatsoever. But yeah, the fucking Cat 7 and Cat A are fucking super ridiculous. Cat 7 is not really used as much as Cat 8. Based on what I've seen, I don't think it hasn't been approved for a bunch of shit too. Cat 8.
I was going to say Cat 8. I didn't even know Cat 8 was a thing. I think when I left the Navy, Cat 6 was like the new hotness.
Yeah.
Cat 6A was like brand new.
Cat 6A is like the standard now for new construction. And cable prices are increasing dramatically right now. Yeah, they're all going up like 20%. Well, they're all most of them are made in Mexico, but so yeah,
go figure.
So my line of work has seen an impact right now. There's a lot of people that are holding off on their construction projects, but besides that, all right. Do you have that other diagram I sent you that shows the?
You're gonna lose your camera for a second, but you'll be back. I promise. We need let's see, which one?
It's gonna say coax. It's gonna say Ethernet, and it's gonna say fiber, and it's gonna have
this one. Yeah, this guy.
Image of.
Right, yeah. Pull you back up, and then pull the picture back up. All right.
Perfect. All right. So that one up top. Yes, that is the art. Yeah, that is your Ethernet cables, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the ones with the RJ45 connector at the end, the one that you plug into your computer.
Now, I know what twisted is, but could you explain it for the viewers? Why are they twisted? Why do they get it twisted?
Well, to start, there's a couple different types of these cables too, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're connecting from let's say one modem to another modem, right? They have these things called like crossover rollover cables, right? Which basically twist them in a different direction so it can communicate with each other. But actually, yeah. What is the reasoning for the twisted and the standard?
Okay, so I actually there's two parts to this. Number one, are you familiar with shielded cables as well? Do you use shielded cables in your application? Okay, so the reason why we have twisted pair and shielded is for interference. If you run two wires straight next to each other, you're going to get what's called crosstalk. And everything just becomes a little fuzzy when you do that, and the signal isn't as strong. And the reason why they're shielded is for the same reason. If you have two Ethernet cables running simultaneously together, not only can the wires themselves within the Ethernet cable start getting crosstalk, the actual big cables themselves also running next to each other can also interfere with each other. So that's why we get the twisted and shielded. Some cables aren't shielded, though, and it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, no. A lot of the ones that I use for the sites that I work on are not shielded, and they normally use shielded for like AV. But we also run 90% of the cables through conduit.
Okay.
Which helps a lot. But there's also for that like crosstalk thing, there's actual conduit sizes. There's a chart that I have to go on how many cables I can squeeze through, how much conduit, because of shit like crosstalk and like heat radiation that can all affect the signal. And
so
that also
that's why they're twisted.
Goes with length too, if they're too long, which I'll get into in a second. But yeah, twisted pairs. Now below that, let's skip fiber real quick and go to coaxial. Coaxial is just a standard thick ass copper cable that basically goes into your house. Now, yeah, but it's still good, right? It's
still good enough for most people. Anyone over the age of 50, they probably have coax.
Yeah, and they're actually coming out with new coax cables now that can go up to 10 gigs, which is fucking...
Oh, wow, that's insane.
Yeah, no, which is going to be like competing with fiber in a sense, because coax is really good about long distance internet travel, which is why it's normally what's used in going to people's houses, and then people switch to RJ45 like Ethernet cables. It doesn't degrade as much, and it's just easier to maintain in general because if something breaks in it, right? It's so much easier for them to cut and splice a coaxial cable than it is for them to do the twisted pairs.
No, it's been
for long distance.
I haven't touched cables in, gosh, when did I leave the Navy? 6 years ago now. Does coaxial have a distance limit? I forget off the top of my head.
It
is it just like forever?
Does, but it's nothing I need to worry about because it's first of all, it's super fucking long. And second of all, I normally, for what I'm doing, I'm running fucking Ethernet cables, the fucking twisted pairs throughout buildings, because no new construction sites are running coax like to the back of TVs really anymore and shit. Everything's just on the internet. Everyone's streaming everything, and nobody's fucking,
that's why I'm not gonna pull up the other chart again. But the reason why they don't use those old Cat 3 cables and stuff like that is actually the distance is very short on those, if I remember correctly. It's like 100 yards or something insane, or less than that even. I forget off the top of my head, but that's the reason why people don't use those Cat 3s anymore, really. Honestly, this for the speed, like most, like I said, like 50-year-old people, they wouldn't care. They would still use Cat 3. Like, they wouldn't really care, but the distance is awful on those. And I think on Cat 5 it's like 300 yards or something like that. And
it's very long. And when I'm doing my app, you still get some degradation on the newer cables at 100 yards. So for a general rule of practice, when I'm mapping out the distances to like the tech rooms, we try to keep the cable lengths underneath 100 yards from the tech room. So we'll have a tech room on each floor of like an office building, and we'll just map it out like that. So when we decide like, hey, where do you want to put your tech room? I'm like, put me in the fucking middle of the room, as close to the middle of the room as you possibly can. Or if I need 2 tech rooms, I'll have like an A side and a B side tech room, and we'll do it that way. But that's coax. Coax is very strong long distance cable. Now fiber, fucking light speed, literally, very fast.
Yep.
The only problem with fiber, which is how fucking fragile it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So which isn't like a super big deal, but like, and it's very expensive. To run fiber throughout an entire building is fucking pricey, and it has to be run through conduit 100% of the time. Just because if you leave fiber hanging free air in the ceiling somewhere, you're just asking for it to fucking fuck up. But
Yeah, that's what we
fiber's
use
used.
for the server to the workstations. We use fiber, and
Yeah,
which was dumb, by the way, because it didn't come in through fiber. But whatever. I can't tell you how
yeah.
many times I had to rerun a
Oh,
fucking fiber cable
yeah,
because somebody would kick one or what. That's another thing about the Navy too. It isn't super pretty. They have fiber just laying around. People would kick them and just
yeah,
break the fucking thing, and I'd be like, "Son of a!" Now I gotta crawl under the
yeah.
floor and shit.
No, dude, I'll get into dumb shit too, like somebody running coax to their house and then having a fiber cable. But but yeah. So fiber generally how it's used is going from, the carrier to your house or to whatever MPO for like whatever office building, right? And then from there it will go to whatever like modem system they have, whatever is actually connecting them to the internet. And that is normally how much people pay for fiber, because it gives them that solid speed connection, but nobody's using the fucking speed that it could potentially offer, and most internet carriers aren't giving you more than like 4 GB. So they normally pay for it for that distance. They're not going to run a fucking fiber to every fucking computer or in your house. But so, do you have those pictures of the telephone pole and the manhole?
Yes, let me pull
So I
those
can
up
bring that
right
up.
now. Lose you for a
Well, I
second.
don't know if I sent you the telephone pole,
I
but I'll
don't
explain it.
think you sent a telephone pole. I got the
That's okay.
I got the box on the house, and I got the manhole cover. You want to
Show
just
the
do the
manhole
manhole
cover.
cover? All right, we got the
Show the
manhole
manhole.
cover up now. I'll bring your camera back up and the manhole cover.
All right, so this is one of the things I do for like when I go on site surveys and shit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I walk around a neighborhood and I look for manhole covers that you can't read and are super fucked up. That manhole in the center actually says Bell Systems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was bought out by AT&T, and they generally have fiber inside of them. Okay. That is
Interesting.
like the
Okay.
internet. Yeah, that's your internet access point. So if I see the building does not have fiber, but there is a Bell Systems manhole, now I'm thinking about, okay, that's where it is. How do we dig through the fucking concrete? How much is that going to cost to get fucking fiber from there to the fucking house?
I
Or
was
to
like,
the fucking.
damn it! All right, I'll go get my fucking hammer.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't do that. I don't do it. I'm a consultant. I tell people, this
Mm-hmm.
is how this is what this is going to cost. It's going to be a pain in the ass, or this won't be a pain in the ass. The other thing is on telephone poles, right? The low voltage and fiber is always at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see on a telephone pole like a coil of cable towards the bottom of it. That is
Yes.
normally fiber, and then you'll see these black boxes. They look like a large bricks, but they're black, and they're also fiber in there. And so I'll walk around a neighborhood and I'll look for those and be like, okay, cool. I see fiber on the fucking telephone pole. And I'll be like, there it is. Now it goes from there to, you want to pull that picture of the house up?
There you go.
Cool. I took real photos for this. All right, cool.
Appreciate
Now
the field
this
work,
is,
Charlie.
yes, this is fiber, right? Coming
Uh huh.
in to the house. That is the main point of entry for the house. Okay. Um, Basically, what's going on is it comes in, it's hitting a panel in there, and then it goes through the wall, and that's where it like distributes it to the modem. Um, the modem is what connects you to the internet. It is your hello. This is internet connection. Blah blah blah. And then from there, you go to a router, which the router, all it does is, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows this, but that directs your internet connection, right? So you have your Wi-Fi, and
routes
then you can have
things,
like a
believe it or
hardwired
not.
connection. Yeah. And then there's these things called network switches, right? Didn't they drill into our house to get fiber? Yes, they did. They did do that. Do I have a box? I had a box with a network switch in it. I don't know where to put it. And I would go pick up my network switch, but I'd have to unplug it. So I won't do that. Because I'll be off the internet then. But a network switch is what you think it is. Actually, or not what you think it is. It is a box, right, with a whole bunch of Ethernet ports in it. And you plug your router into that box. And then from that box, you can plug in your computer, your PlayStation, your fucking, I don't know, your whatever internet device you want to have a hardwired connection. And it will be drastically faster than whatever your Wi-Fi is. Just like a simple fucking Cat5e cable is generally going to be better than your current Wi-Fi systems. So Wi-Fi has not caught up yet to hardwired connections generally.
Yeah, so. Even with speeds, because you have things like you have Wi-Fi 6 now. Like the speed's great, but what you will never get is the latency. I don't think. I don't know what technology could even be implemented to make the latency the same, but you see like professional gamers and stuff, they wouldn't be caught dead on Wi-Fi. They always
no. I normally have a chart and they talk because I go to like these companies and they have they're like, okay, this is where our Wi-Fi can reach, and I'll be like, cool, and I have a chart based on like what they're using and show them how much hardwire connections are more secure too. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of companies will only use hardwire connections for all their information and stuff, just because you can have. So there's these things called point-to-point systems, right? Mm-hmm. Which is like an enclosed system where everything that you're having connected is hardwired to one point in your building, right? And it's not like as organized as like I think it's MORLP. I forget what the fuck the acronym is now. But there's other systems where they use the labeling process to actually organize everything. And they use those for companies that are have like multiple buildings. But point-to-point systems are basically more secure, require less encryption, because the only way somebody's going to get into your stuff is if they break through the hardwire connectors.
The Navy used hardwire. I mean, I worked in a skiff, so that's classified space. Definitely no fucking Wi-Fi in there. It was the type of place you bring in your cell phone, you're going to prison. Like, you don't do that. So I definitely see how that goes. I remember the only cell phone that was allowed in the building was a CO, and for whatever reason they gave him an iPhone, and I always hated working on that thing because I was an Android guy.
Yeah.
And it would break, and I was help desk, so they would call us, and they would ask me, and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with this fucking thing. So be like, I can't connect to the proxy server on my iPhone. And I was like, that sucks.
Sucks to be you. But a lot of companies, for their firewall systems now too, they have them installed prior to internet actually reaching their modem. Mm-hmm. Right, so they have an actual like encryption system before it hits your modem, and that's just a little bit more secure. So, but yeah, that's how it works. That's how your internet goes to your house and how it's used and
that's what the different cables are. That's how you get the magic Google and YouTube machine on your computer, folks. Thank you, Charlie, for that explanation. Very detailed.
Oh yeah.
Well, with that being said, maybe we can get into some of the news here. Do you hear anything interesting this week?
Just cable prices. That was all of my conference calls. Every single conference calls saying, get these fucking cables before April. No, it was get these fucking cables before April. Because a lot of these people, a lot of these warehouses have a fuck ton of supply of these cables already that we order from. But they're going to charge us that fucking 20% fucking tariff fee now. So yes, we are paying for it
because that's how tariffs work. Anyways,
and I told them Mexico was supposed to pay for it, but they didn't listen. But yeah, so cable prices, dude. It's halting a lot of construction projects. A lot of them. People are literally like, let's wait this out because they don't know. Nobody knows how long we can fucking survive like this, and nobody wants to order fucking thousands of feet of cable at a 20% markup.
Yeah, I feel for you, man. And anybody that's being affected by the tariffs in a negative way, it's really unfortunate to see. But it's just kind of a wait and see game at this point. And this isn't a political podcast, so I won't comment. But that definitely sucks.
It fucking is at this point. No, I'm just kidding.
And not so much better news. We got the AMD GPU pricing scandal. I'm not going to get too much into this because we talk about GPUs literally every week. But TLDR, basically the new AMD cards are actually selling really well, which is great. But there's some speculation that essentially companies are paying more than what they're selling them for, and then they're getting rebates to make their money back. And once those rebates are over, the price of the graphics cards are actually going to go up because otherwise companies would lose money. And that would suck.
Yeah.
But they've sold more 9070 XTs than all the NVIDIA cards combined. So that's great to see. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see how the pricing shakes out. But
yeah,
that's all I'm going to say about that. We have also kind of an interesting story, kind of you wouldn't really care, but it's still kind of funny. You got DVDs from Warner Brothers from the 2006 to 2008 time period. They're literally rotting away in their cases, and nobody knows why. Do you see anything about this? I should have got some pictures, that's crazy. But yeah, they're just rotting away. And Warner Brothers is getting with consumers, and they're gonna try and replace these DVDs for them. But like, how does that even happen 20 years later?
Yeah, and here's the thing too. Like, if you bought something 20 years ago, like a fucking DVD for like fucking $6, and it's not working now, get fucked, man. Like, it's not. I would say it's not Warner Brothers' responsibility, but I guess they're trying to do the right
good
thing.
on them for trying at least. But I don't even really have anything to say about it. That's just funny, and it's kind of fucked.
I wouldn't have been surprised. I'm more surprised Warner Brothers is like, all right, let's see if we can help you. I would have been like, oh yeah, they're gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. Like, you had a DVD for 20 years. First of all, kudos to you for keeping a DVD clean for 20 years. You obviously don't have kids, but
I mean, what can you say, really? I mean, if you have a 20-year-old Warner Brothers DVD, maybe check it. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, there's somebody running upstairs right now. Check the DVDs. Check my collection. Shit.
Just melted, just completely fucked. That would be so funny.
That might suck for people that like collect. You know.
Oh yeah. Plus, like, yeah, everybody streams now, but there's some people that just don't, and they can't afford it, and all they have is a shelf full of like hundreds of DVDs, and like.
Yeah.
I get it.
Old people. 100%.
Well, like when I was a kid too, we didn't have cable. We couldn't afford it. I was watching VHS tapes in 2010. Like, I was one of those people, you know. So I get it. Yeah. But you know, if you have one of those DVDs, maybe check up on it, see how it's doing. We also got Xbox making a gaming handheld later this year.
Yeah.
Also a console. We'll get into that in a little bit, but they're actually making not a dedicated handheld. What do we have? I have it. It will be an Xbox branded device developed by an outside company. So we're gonna see a Xbox ROG Ally or something of the sort here soon, and along with that, in 2027 we got possibly. These are all leaks from Jez Corden. He's a very reliable Xbox insider, but like obviously
Yeah.
take it with a grain of salt. But in 2027, we might be getting a dedicated Xbox handheld along with a new console.
Yeah. Can I tell you what I heard about this console?
Sure.
Okay. I saw a video and it was like Xbox is like, I'm releasing a new console. And PlayStation was like, what are you gonna have on it? He's like, oh, Xbox games, Steam, and PlayStation fucking exclusives. And they were like, what? And they were like, yeah, Steam, motherfucker. We're gonna have Steam, we're gonna have BattleNet. They're gonna literally, I think their plan was they're gonna put like as much. It's gonna be like a new type of console, which is cool. I'm interested in how they're gonna innovate here. I don't know if any of this is true, obviously, but it would be very cool to have a
2027, who
console.
knows? But
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see.
Console that can Steam. That's something that hasn't really been done yet.
Yeah, the exact phrasing was PC like. So maybe we can even get some like upgradable parts within said console. I've liked what Xbox has been doing the past couple of years. I think PlayStation. I love PlayStation exclusives, but I think PlayStation kind of got really far ahead, and they're like, all right, we can let our foot off the gas now. We don't have to do anything cool anymore. And they've just like slowly been pissing people off. But Xbox is like, you got the Game Pass where nothing is exclusive anymore, pretty much. And we're making these handhelds where they're making like a better interface for handhelds for the Xbox platform, so it'll be easier to play your Xbox games on like an ROG Ally and things like that. And it's just it's been good to see them be like, okay, this exclusivity stuff is dumb. Let's just give games to everybody, and let's do it on Game Pass for $15 a month. That's really cool, and I hope they keep continuing to do stuff like that.
Yeah. What I'm nervous about is PlayStation's reaction to something like that. They could either try to out-innovate them by saying, yeah, we're going to make a fucking PlayStation gaming PC. Or they're going to do like the Apple effect, where they're going to say, all right, fine, we'll pull our fucking games off Steam, And they're just going to lock their shit up. Like, if you want to play this game, you got to buy a PlayStation. I don't know. Could go either way, but PlayStation is definitely going to have to make a response to this.
Yeah, I think one of two things is going to happen. I think either they're going to just keep doing what they're doing and hope people keep buying consoles for 10 years, and then maybe they'll get it, or they'll be like, okay, we need to stop this. We need to, put all of our games on Steam, and we got to stop doing this. You need a PlayStation account shit for every game, which they actually have been doing for a few games recently. That was good to see.
Yeah.
And I just hope this makes PlayStation be like, oh crap, we got ahead and we got lazy. We need to like actually start doing something now. Especially with like the PlayStation Network. Xbox Game Pass is so dope, and PlayStation, every time they try to do something, everybody's just like, this is dumb. I don't want it. At least like a $50 a month tier, whatever the hell it is. I don't even know. I saw it once and I was like, that's stupid. I'm not getting it. They want you to pay so much money just to be able to play a few PS3 and PS2 games. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Related, not related. Similar thing in history happened with China when they were, they were, and like I'm talking about like 1600s to like.
Oh yeah, so totally related.
Yeah, no, but they became like the most technologically advanced society in the world for a very long time, and they pretty much said
they had like gunpowder and stuff, right?
Yeah, no, they had like gunpowder. They had the fastest ships. They were making pretty complex machines and everything for a very long time. And they pretty much said, "Oh yeah, we don't need to fucking trade about it with anyone else. We're fucking better than you." And then eventually, they were like, "Yeah, let's start trading again." They were like, "Oh fuck," and they were ages behind because they kind of isolated society for a long time, which tends to happen when you don't trade and you don't innovate. like North Korea. Look at them fuckers. But yeah, no, that's the PlayStation effect. That's what's going to happen. That hopefully that doesn't happen with PlayStation. But we'll see.
Yeah, man, I love PlayStation, but I barely use this thing. I use it to play NCAA. That's pretty much it. I don't even have PSN anymore because I never play online.
Ratchet and Clank, man. Ratchet and
Clank was great. But it came out, 4 years ago now or whatever. I played it once, and there's not really much replay value to that, you know? But
yeah, no, it's like Ratchet and Clank's one of those games you like play once, and you're like, cool, that was fun.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Dexter.
Jack and Daxter was great. I wish they would bring it back. I replay that all the time.
Yeah, I love Jack and Dexter. Fucking
maybe now that I think Naughty Dog is done with the Last of Us. I think they pretty much said they were done with that. Hopefully they give that some consideration because I love Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see how that goes. Another thing I got, something I'm pissed about. Apple indefinitely delaying the Siri update. You know, this, I don't know if you saw any of the commercials when the iPhone 16 came out, but they're like, oh, new updated Siri, it's going to be sick, right?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for them to update Siri to make it not garbage forever. And I'm actually on the beta program for the new releases that come out, and they were like, 18.4, that's when this shit's going to happen. I was like, all right, bet. So I waited and waited months and months. I finally get the update, 18.4 beta. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Nowhere to be found. And they didn't say anything for like a few days. And everybody was just like, what the fuck? And it turns out a couple days after, they're like, yeah, we don't know. Maybe this year. And now everybody's just kind of like, well, I bought an iPhone 16 because you said Siri would be good, and now it's not good still.
What are they planning on doing with it to make it better? Like what?
Right now it's integrated with. One good thing they actually did, they integrated it with ChatGPT. So I really I don't even use Siri anymore. I just go, hey Siri, ask ChatGPT, and then whatever the question is, it just turned it on. Actually, that's funny. And then I just do that because Siri's garbage.
Yeah.
And basically what they were trying to do is make it so that they wanted to make it good enough so you didn't have to do that. And it's supposed to be this like huge new innovative like AI Siri thing. It was supposed to be amazing, and now they're just not doing it for now, I guess. And some people are actually starting to mumble about like false advertising because they marketed these iPhone 16s heavily on the all the AI improvements, and the Siri update was like the biggest part of that. And now these people with iPhone 16s are like, what the fuck, bro?
You know what's going to happen too? They're going to come out with the Siri update, and then they're going to release a new iPhone. That's what's going to fucking happen. And people are like, why did I buy this fucking thing? You know?
Yeah. You know what made me mad about like the whole AI thing too? I don't have an iPhone 16. I have an iPhone 15 Pro. It got all of the same updates.
Oh, God.
So I was like, when the 16 was coming out, I knew of multiple people that were like, should I get the 16? And I was shouting from the rooftops. I was like, the 15 gets all of it. Just get one of those. Yeah. Guess what? None of them did.
Got the 15. They all got the 16. I have the 16, and I don't use Siri unless it's to make a phone call.
Yeah, that's pretty much. You use it to set a timer, ask about the weather, maybe. Like, that's all it's useful for at this point. And apparently it's all it's going to be useful for the foreseeable future. So, I don't know.
It is.
Maybe.
It is good, though, because, I mean, for that aspect of it, like the user friendliness, like driving, you can just be like, hey, Siri, call mom, you know? Siri will call mom for you. It's pretty good. Even though, like, Android has Bixby, but you don't hear people saying, hey, Bixby all the time.
No, definitely not.
That's not cool.
One that's, I guess, Google's is pretty good now if you have a Pixel phone.
Oh, yeah?
Google Gemini, I think it is. People say that's pretty good. And on the new Samsung Galaxies too, I guess the AI software on there is very good. From what I've heard, I haven't really looked into it. very much.
Yeah.
But certainly
So
what's up?
I have a Galaxy S23 Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
My phone decided, fuck you, recently, right?
Okay.
And it started getting system UI failures and completely resetting.
Oh,
And
what the
so
fuck?
I had to bring it. Yeah, no, super weird. So, and it happens whenever I pull my camera up, take pictures for work. So I had to bring it to Verizon, and Verizon was like, "Oh yeah, you got to call Sherry on the insurance people." I called the insurance people, and they had me factory reset my phone, which seemed to have fixed it, but I had to delete my entire fucking phone to fix
Yeah,
it.
nobody wants to
Which
do that. Somebody
no one
tells
wants
you
to do that.
factory reset it. Okay, you're not helping me. Click. I'm gonna figure it
Yeah,
out myself.
yeah. So very annoying, very
We got a
fucking
special
annoying.
guest
But
on the show, Judy.
hi,
Hi, Judy. What do you got there?
Judy's got a thing. Talking about technology, we got a thing, a quality thing. Look at that thing.
That's a very nice thing. Is she
Yes,
gonna
it's a
eat the?
very nice thing. Baby.
Just tell her good night. She's going to bed.
Good night, Judy. Mwah.
All right,
Okay.
let's go bedtime.
And she's like, "Back to mom."
Bye, Judy.
Yeah,
Adorable.
it's horrible.
But what are you gonna do?
Also,
Fuck
say
Apple.
happy birthday. It's Judy's first birthday on the 6th. It was. We had a great party for her.
Oh
She
yeah.
loved it.
Happy birthday, Judy.
Yeah.
My birthday was this week. I forgot it even happened, but I turned 30 this
Nice.
week. So my
Oh,
life's
me
over.
too. I forgot that happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Heck, no one remembered your birthday. That's great.
Yeah. Even me. Shit.
Dude, I started doing that. I feel like after 21, it's like, who gives a fuck? Like just nothing
Yeah.
else I'm waiting for.
I know, like, my 28th and 29th birthday, I was just, like, kind of whatever about it. This one, I turned 30, so I was like, okay. Adriana took me out, did some bowling. She bought me some stuff. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Bought me some Cheesecake Factory. Shit was bomb.
Actually, I did talk to you about your birthday. I was like, hey, did you do anything special? Cool.
Yeah.
But I did forget. But
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want me to
Anyways.
mail you a walker or something? I don't know. I feel like you're supposed to make fun of your friends when they turn 30.
Yeah. I just gotta give me the things with the tennis balls on it. That'll be good.
Oh,
My
yeah.
back do be hurting, bro.
Yeah, I got my back X-rayed today. Actually.
Oh, really?
I did. Yeah, I got my back X-rayed today. There, I was like, dude, this thing fucking hurts. They're like, all right, we'll send you to a chiropractor. I was like, cool. So we gotta take X-rays first. I'm like, all right. First of all, I think chiropractors are witch doctors. I don't believe them at all. I think the only thing
Neither do I.
more
I've been
bullshit.
to a chiropractor, and it's just
Yeah.
it helps for like 10 minutes, and then
And then you're like in pain again. The only thing more bullshit than a chiropractor is what I saw on the internet the other day was an animal chiropractor, which is just absolutely fucking ridiculous.
yeah, you ever see the horse videos where they're cracking the horses' necks and shit?
Oh yeah, I'm like, what? I know. I saw a video of a dude doing it to a dog. He was like a dog chiropractor, and I was like, this is bullshit. And he's like, see, look how happy the dog is. I'm like, yeah, because you just cracked its neck. It's never fucking done that before. It's gonna be the same fucking dog 5 minutes from now, and it's gonna hate its life because it's fucking 15.
Yeah, $200 later.
Yeah, I don't know. There's one of those things too about chiropractors is they call themselves doctor. They're not doctors. They didn't go to medical school. Some states require that they do like 2 years of schooling or something, but they're not actual doctors. They don't have a fucking medical degree.
Adela vehemently disagrees with us, but I've been to one, and I think they're bullshit.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. You see what she said? You're so stupid. Chiropractors help, but I do always need a massage after. If you need care after your fucking care, then it probably didn't fucking help. But
VA pays for the VA can pay for your chiropractor. I only went like twice though, and it was like $30 each. I wasn't too worried about it. But
yeah. That's why I'm gonna do it though, because I figured I'd give it a shot because my back does fucking hurt, and maybe it'll change my mind about chiropractic. But I've done chiropractic before, and it was not fucking worth it. But it's free now, so yeah.
Yeah, you might as well give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
I think physical therapy, bro. But even physical therapy, like helped me a little bit.
Yeah.
It gave me like ways to cope with it better, but my back still fucking hurts, dude. So
yeah.
we'll
The
see how
other
it
problem with physical therapy is you have to do the homework with it, and I never fucking do it. It's like fucking you do the stretch every night. Yeah, fuck that.
Like, dude, wake up half an hour early and do these stretches. No.
Yeah.
I already
like,
wake up at 5 o'clock. Fuck you.
Yeah. You know, I have a kid. I can't really like now it's 10:30. My kid just went to bed. I'm gonna hang out. I'm not gonna do fucking yoga.
Yeah, maybe it's our fault a little bit, but
that's the other thing Adele just said. He went one time and decided he didn't want to be touched. Yeah, I don't like strangers touching me. It's fucking weird. That's why I'll never get a massage. I just can't do it, man. Can't do it. I don't want a fucking stranger rubbing on my back
either. Even
me neither.
Was
never.
A little, like,
a little personal, you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how we got on that track, but bringing it back to the news, we got, this is kind of just a shitty story. I don't really have any further input on it, but we got some dude bought an AMD CPU with a fake 9800 X3D. That's like the new best CPU on the market.
Yeah.
But it had a sticker on it that said 9800 X3D, and it was actually a shitty old CPU. So
nice.
That got picked up by the news somehow, and I was like, damn, sucks.
Someone got scammed. It's like the person that tapes a PS2 and a PS3 together and sells it as a PS5.
just send you a box with fucking rocks in it, dude. So I guess the only thing to say about that is if you're buying CPUs online, like, just be careful, I guess. Maybe if it's a $200 9800 X3D, it's not real. So
yeah,
be safe out there.
Yeah, sometimes that deal is too good to be true. Yeah. And verify, dude, buying tech from a third party is always a gamble, you know, because especially components, because you don't know if the shit's gonna work until you fucking plug it in, you know. Always try to buy sealed packages.
Be careful on Amazon too, because they have private sellers on Amazon. Okay, make sure you do your research first.
Yeah.
We got Adele in the chat. I need a computer. Yeah. Problem with computers right now is the market's kind of shitty. I'll let you know when it's not shitty anymore.
Yeah, honestly, we're gonna have to wait till like next, like a $150 pool table. Yeah, well, I did get a $150 pool table. It's very nice. I enjoy it. I have a pool table in my garage now.
That's very cheap for a pool table.
Yeah, I got it on Facebook Marketplace from a guy who bought it a year ago and never played it, and his wife said he needed to get rid of it, and I said I will get rid of it for $150. So now it's in my garage.
Apparently, it's the Facebook Marketplace king, bro.
Dude, I fucking love Facebook Marketplace. I've gotten pianos on Facebook Marketplace for free.
Yeah, I remember.
You have.
That's probably why my back hurts.
You know, oh yeah, that's why your back hurts. Is that piano still at your fucking house? The one that's in pieces?
I don't even know. I don't go in the garage. It might still be in there. I just remember we got that in your truck so sketch too. We drove your truck up to this lady's staircase and just slid it on.
Oh man, dude, my wheels. There was like a quarter of an inch between the wheel and the wheel well. If I had the tires that I have on there now, wouldn't have fit. It would have just been fucking on my fucking tires. Dude, I'm surprised by fucking suspension.
Charlie just hits me up one day. He's like, "Yeah, I got a free piano." It's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Let's go pick it up." Come to find out, when we get there, it's like a fucking solid oak, like 1,000-pound fucking piano, dude.
From the fucking early 90s, from like the 1920s. This fucking huge ass fucking piano.
And it leaves it at my house. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fix it up and sell it." Guess what? Never fucking happened.
And not only that, dude, like, nothing against you, but I also pick, like, my smallest friend I know, Ken, to fucking help me carry this giant fucking
I don't
piano.
lift weights, guys.
Yeah. So.
But we made it happen, bro.
Thank you for being there. Thank you for being there.
That's just me, bro. Even if I'm annoyed, I will show up.
Yeah.
That piano was an eyesore? Yeah, I know. It's in. If it is still in there, the last time I saw it, it was definitely in, like, 800 pieces. Like, it's.
Yeah.
It was not a fully put together piano.
He's like, "This piano's a piece of shit." I'm like, "Oh, Brad wants it then." And then I drove it like an hour through the fucking desert to Brad's house.
And then Brad said he would fix it too, which, you know, damn well is never going to happen.
He's too busy fucking leaf blowing his driveway in a place with no fucking leaves. There's dirt on it. Like, you live in the desert, asshole. Does he still do that? Does he still leaf blow the fucking driveway?
Oh, yeah, of
Get
course,
the dirt
all
off
the time.
it all the time? Oh my god. Use it for
target practice? We should do that, bro.
Dude,
that would be its best use. Just put it in the field.
Put it in the field and just shoot it. That'd be cool as fuck. Yeah, that fucking wood's so solid. I bet if you shot it with like a 22 fucking like
oh
a
yeah,
22
probably
round,
wouldn't even go through.
Wouldn't even go through. That should be an experiment.
How the leaf blowing going? It will never be done. That is how the leaf blowing is going. There's always more dirt.
He's trying to leaf blow the fucking dirt out of the desert. I'm like, oh my god, Brad, just stop. Just fucking stop. It's okay. Your driveway's fine. Get gravel. Just get gravel, dude. Get gravel. You don't need.
I'll fly down just for target practice. I will let you know if we ever put the piano in the backyard. Well, I think on that.
Down and move it for you.
I think on that note, Charlie, we can call it for this week.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else to say.
I have nothing else to say. If I talk more, you're gonna have less fucking viewers. All
right. Well, thank you, Charlie. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Adela, in the chat. We will see you next week, same time. Thanks for watching.